Interstate 476, otherwise known as the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Okay, here we go. I-476 is the longest three-digit interstate in the entire country, and it travels from Chester up to Scranton, meeting up with other major interstates along the way. Alright, first we're going to be talking about northbound I-476. If we start here on northbound I-95, signed for Philadelphia, that is correct, we can see an exit for I-476 northbound to Plymouth. That's supposed to say Plymouth Meeting, but no, we don't want Plymouth Meeting on there. That's where it meets up with I-276, which is the Turnpike, but I don't care. Here you go, I-476. Later on, we meet with I-76, signed eastbound for Philadelphia, with PA-23 going to Conshohocken. And what do we get for westbound? Obviously Valley Forge, because that's where it meets with the Turnpike and turns into the Turnpike. I don't care. You gotta sign Harrisburg there. In the meantime, this is I-476's crossing of the Schuylkill River. Here we meet the Turnpike, I-276. We can see it signed west for Harrisburg. Why couldn't they do that for I-76? Probably because this is the Turnpike. Meanwhile, East I-276 is now signed for the New Jersey Turnpike and New York. That's a good choice there. And now we are signed for Allentown. That is a good choice right there. It is Pennsylvania's third largest city, so keep going with that one. Things on this sign get better. I-276 West is still signed for Harrisburg, and there's also an exit for Plymouth Road. No, not that Plymouth Road. This isn't Michigan's freeways. And now I-276 East gets this sign saying New York City. That is even better than just New York. And of course we have I-476 North for Allentown. Our free stretch of road ends as we go through this toll plaza. We are a toll road the rest of the way, as this is where the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike begins. Hey! I just said that I-276 was signed for New York. Why did you go to New Jersey? What is wrong with you, PA? But at least we still get I-476 North Allentown and Northeast Extension byline. Here's a typical exit mileage sign on the Turnpike. Later, west of Allentown, we meet I-78, US 22, and PA 309 at this interchange. And obviously with no overhead sign. It's signed for Allentown and Harrisburg. Great choices there. I like it a lot. And since we're past Allentown now, we are now signed for Scranton, which is correct, Pennsylvania's fourth largest city. Let's keep going. We're now entering the Lehigh Tunnel. The northbound side has a cut and cover design. We're now meeting with the granddaddy of terrible control cities in Pennsylvania, I-80. We are now getting Hazleton and Mount Pocono, the next towns that you get on I-80. Well, not exactly, but here you go. We now enter this toll plaza here before I-81. When we get to I-81, we also get PA 315, which goes to Pittston. But I-81 only gets a northbound city, Scranton, which is fine, but where is Harrisburg? After we take a huge hairpin turn, we get this toll plaza, the last one we get on I-476. There's something we get here. I-84 and 380 are in the direction of I-81. And we actually get some other stuff on the signs. I-81 and US 6 do get two control cities this time. Binghamton, New York, and Wilkes-Barre. Those control cities do kinda work, but for US 11 and West US 6, we get Scranton, good, but Clark's Summit? We're already in Clark's Summit, okay? Now we're gonna be talking about southbound I-476. Starting at that same interchange, there is a right exit for I-81 and US 6 East for Binghamton and Wilkes-Barre. Those are fine. And to the left lane, we get I-476 toll, Pennsylvania Turnpike Northeast Extension. Here's the toll plaza just before that big hairpin curve. Here is where we meet with I-81, again, for Pittston. That's it? Just Pittston? Where is everything else? Go Harrisburg, go Binghamton. I don't know, I don't care. And here is the other service plaza before we go to I-80. And at I-80, we get the exact same stuff we got going northbound. They are absolutely terrible. The southbound part of the Lehigh Tunnel is actually in a deep bore style instead of a cut and cover. Here we meet with I-78, US 22, and PA 309 again, with Allentown and Harrisburg as the cities. Good job there. Only just focus on putting your signs overhead, will you? Here's where we meet I-276 again, signed west for Harrisburg. Good job there. And east for New Jersey. Incorrect. New York. New York. Hear me out. New York. And here I-476 continues south towards Philadelphia and Chester. Maybe you're going to want to get rid of Chester. Pennsylvania loves to sign the terminals of their freeways. Here we are going through the toll plaza again. It is a big one, as you can see. We're now crossing the Schuylkill River, and we are looking at it in the other direction this time. Back at I-76, we get a correct control city of Philadelphia and an incorrect control city of Valley Forge, which is supposed to be Harrisburg. We're now at the terminal at I-95, which is signed north for Philadelphia, good job, and south for Chester. Hey, we're already in Chester! You're not supposed to sign something for a city that we're already in. Go Wilmington, or even better, Baltimore, okay? But enough ranting about I-95 as we've made it to the end of the video. We've covered America's longest 3-digit interstates in an unusually shorter video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.